at the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy told me.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Vikings burner at wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Vikings and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Here we go, here we go!
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Partner, you know how often we... Right from the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out around the field. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Looking to throw. Rich. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He's going to use his legs here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And that's how you shake off the interception.
The shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So scoring for Kevin O'Connell. His decision to throw the challenge flag, a good one. On second down, Overton. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Overton. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Let's get that. He's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Quentin Williams able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that, and by the way, it'll guarantee a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
To the 27-yard line. The Vikings have 13-3 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, burning his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
One quarter in the books. 8-3, our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Rich. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Rich. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
There's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber. 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. his 16th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. An extra point by Carlson, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
Can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded at the 33. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tigers.
They go play action here on 1st down. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Robinson up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a man open down the middle of the the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. From the gun on 3rd down, Rich. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll run on first down. Overton to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rich. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Looking to throw. Rich. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, Rich. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Operating from the gun. Rich, the quick slant caught. And the Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead down to 9. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we come upon halftime with 9 points. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Vikings. He'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. They saw that first half.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back to throw now on first down. Quickly to Hawkinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And this is going to be called. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Rich will find Williams on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Rich finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Rich. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rich. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rich. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That'll give them 8 that time. And a second down and just a couple. Operating from the gun, Rich. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Back to throw. Rich. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle of game.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Watson complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Vikings extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. They'll look to throw, and this one's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
On 1st down, Rich. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. The 20, 10. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Turn man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Hey, hey,
Throwing on first down. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Parks. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Hold the check.
First down goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's go.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying to
Touchdown, Vikings!
Christian Watson
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator and let it run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front. not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rich.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Rich.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fairy tale dreams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro, pay 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck blood, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the should know, take off the Doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they copy up for us? The word in the panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run, the prophets. Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for this silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the